What a surprise. It's not as big as he's making it out to be. So of course, I want to quickly talk about what I mean by that. Well, my video is going to be talking about microtransactions. I talked about it a little bit and it was going to go downhill video. I talked about it and I'm going to be expanding it here. So this video is going to be very similar to RGB's video, so I'm going to go ahead and link his video in the description because his video is going to be a lot longer, high quality, but this is just my personal opinion. But if my video does seem similar to his, if you have seen his video, you'll know why, because a lot of my opinions are like his. Before we go into talking about how Angry Joe blew out proportion, let's get back more on familiar grounds. This is more like it, isn't it? Just me talking, you guys not seeing my face, and me not doing horrible skits at the beginning. Well, let's go on to the topic at hand. So when I set out to make this video, I was going to be like RGB and not talk about Angry Joe as a whole, but being someone like me, I don't like to talk about the masses. I like talking about one person just to make sure I can do enough research. And by research, I mean as in knowing what's happened in the past with Devil May Cry and microtransactions. And Angry Joe as a character. Like RGB has said in his video that Angry Joe plays a character. He's very animated, he's very loud, he's very angry, hence the name Angry Joe. So here's this. There are some people being mad at microtransactions, and he brought up the point in a tweet saying, hey, you know, we didn't see this in other games, even though we saw it in Devil May Cry. You didn't talk about it there. I don't think you even talked about Devil May Cry SE, but I did have microtransactions. But let's go back to Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry, he gave, I believe, 7 out of 10, which I would disagree. But if we're talking about comparing to the actual series or comparing it by itself, my verdict will be different for both sides. But we're not talking about Devil May Cry versus Devil May Cry as a series. So let's quickly talk about how he didn't even mention microtransactions, which were a thing almost day one in Devil May Cry. So if you have a problem with it in Devil May Cry 5, then why didn't you talk about it in Devil May Cry? I know some people are going to bring up the point that it wasn't as big as a problem, as in it wasn't really done massively back in 2013. And now we're in the age where every single game that comes out nowadays has microtransactions. But of course, words for microtransactions is thrown around loosely, kind of like literally. Literally has literally lost its meaning. People just throw the word around without knowing how to properly use it. And microtransactions is another word just like that. So I quickly want to make a new word, just time savers on microtransactions. Let's call it that. That's all I'm going to call it, because I'm too lazy to actually make up another name that makes it a lot shorter. But here's the point. The thing is going to go ahead and allow you to not waste or not spend too much time in order to get this. Like if you're a very busy person, you have to keep on going to a job, and it's not a very well income job, so you can't quite spend enough time on that game. And having microtransactions can actually help you get those things that you wouldn't be able to do, even if you don't have enough money to kind of spend that much. And you can spend a little bit in order to get a little bit more. But you can kind of call this time savers. That's kind of what it is. That's pretty much all it is. Now, of course, if you unlock the skills, you still need to learn how to use them. You don't just unlock the skill and I can pull it off in combos insanely well. No, people who even do pay for microtransactions will need to learn how to properly use the skill. And also, I'm not sure he brought up this in the video because I'm not actually paying attention that much, but some people bring up the point that prices go up as you buy skills in Devil May Cry 5. But if you actually do your research, this is a thing. In Devil May Cry 4, if you buy a skill, the price of the other ones go up. And then if you sell a skill, the other ones go down. It's simple. It was always a thing. And now that microtransactions are a thing now, what? Why do you even care? Like, dude, as long as you can spend enough time in order to farm, in order to get stuff, which you do this in almost every single game. In every single game, you have to somewhat grind at some point. You can't just go like, boom, I have infinite amount of credits in order to unlock some random thing you can unlock with those credits. But to make the long story short, is that, of course, I'm not going to be spending any type of money on this. Of course, I spent money on the Deluxe Edition, which automatically gives me 100,000 red orbs, but I don't think that's much, because, hey, I'm a huge fan, I want to buy that. It's pretty cool, I like buying things, I'm a huge fan of something. But I am going to say this. You can grind. You can get red orbs. You don't have to spend microtransactions or time savers. You don't have to. No one is literally telling you you cannot play the game properly or to the full extent unless you give me money. No one's saying that. Nothing is telling you to do that, to spend money. You are allowed to spend the money the way you want to. You don't have someone just going like, spend money now. Long story short, I'm not going to be doing it. You shouldn't do it, but it's your choice. Your money, your rules. Without further ado, let's end the video. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and bye.